Okay, Tiki Talkers, well, this is part 2 where we continue to discuss how corrupt Judge Larry Bowling awarded Warren Performance Horses and their cheating attorney Jeri Williams of Castle Rock, Colorado, an outrageous sum of over $3,000 simply for her showing up at a hearing that, number 1, wasn't necessary, and number 2, I wasn't even at, I wasn't disputing anything, and I'd already told him I wasn't going to participate in any more crimes against me. Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about the American rule. And this is not legal advice. This is just something that I've learned in this mess that I'm dealing with, in this horrific nightmare. So the American rule for attorney's fees in the United States dictates that each party in a legal case is generally responsible for paying their own attorney's fees, regardless of whether they win or lose. However, there are exceptions to the American rule, such as when a statute or contract specifies otherwise. Now, remember in part 1, I told you about that stipulation in the contract that said that if the owner determined there was a breach and Warren Performance Horses was successful in defending against that claim, they could be entitled to reasonable attorney's fees and costs. Now, there are a couple other exceptions. One being bad faith or frivolous litigation, which I didn't do, wouldn't do, have never done. And then the other is sanctions, and that's sanctions for bad behavior. You know, you're disrespecting the judge, you might be cursing in the courtroom, whatever it might be. I didn't do that either. I might have felt like it, but I didn't do it. I was very respectful because, you know what, that's the people's court, and I wasn't going to disrespect the people's court, even if I was having crimes committed against me. By the way, part 3 is in the works, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of parts to this tragedy.